Now, after 6 months, 18 days, and 36 hours from my last yummy video of me doing the unboxing of this luscious hair, I am finally here with my install video. I know, it took me way too long.
Hey, Bill, I'm in the mood for a switch up. I hit the function, hit the rose till I hiccup. I hit the stage and leave with money that's a sticker. She picture perfect, so I told him I'm a flicker. I'm in the mood for a change up. I leave the city and return with my change up. They got amnesia, don't remember how they played us. They wanna knock me down, but somehow I just stay up.
Hi guys, it's Chanel again. Welcome back to my channel. So sorry for the delay with this video. Y'all know 2020 has not been kind to us. And girl, life happened which kept me from getting this video up sooner, but I have finally finished my wig with Yummy's Burma hair and I absolutely love it. So I'm here to dish on it for you guys and just my thoughts on my initial install, because I literally just put this wig on yesterday. So she fresh. Now, you may have been asking what in the world took me 6 months from getting this video up. Well, let's first talk about it. Okay, as y'all saw with my original video, with my unboxing, I had went and purchased this yummy hair extensions, and I had originally just went ahead, I had purchased the frontal. With the frontal itself, it's not a deep wave Burma. It's actually their version loose curl HD frontal in 18 inches, but she's blending with this Burma beautifully. So I got the frontal, and then I purchased 4 of the Burma bundles to go along with it. I got 2 28s, a 26, and then a 22, and then I went back and ordered a 24. So technically, about 5 bundles altogether. So girl, let's talk about it. Halfway through this process of getting this hair together and ready to show to you all, I started doing my wig and everything like that. Halfway through it, I was like, yo, bro, this is a lot of space on his head. This doesn't look like it's gonna get finished just with 2 more bundles. What in the world am I gonna do? Is basically what happened. So I ended up emailing Yummy. They were really sweet and courteous to me. I let them know that I am doing this video for them and that your girl was SOS. I was running out of hair, and of course when I had bought this hair originally, it was on sale. And of course when I'm actually working on the wig during my vacation, the hair ain't on sale no more. So they hooked a girl up, let me know, it's hey, if you're willing to just wait it out, there is another sale coming up soon. Here is a discount code, save you a few dollars, but then you can also use it on top of the sale. So I was greatly appreciate you, Yummy, because I was just ready to drop down all my coins just real quick just to finish this wig so I can go ahead and get this video up, because it was taking forever at this point. So with all that said, this wig literally took half my life to freaking do, and I am finally here with my install. Girl, you went and bought more hair? What's wrong with you? So the number of bundles I ended up buying altogether was legit 8. I had originally bought 5 bundles. Girl bought me 3 more. I got 2 more 26s and 1 more 24. Moral of the story is I technically didn't need all that hair because your girl ended only using 6.5. So I still have a bundle and a half to still go through, which I honestly don't mind. When I do my wigs, I personally like having a bundle left over, if anything, because the reality is that the wefts will last us forever. Frontals do not have the same timeline as wefts do. So I know I'll have to redo this wig and it's gonna be done with a new frontal. So usually by then, I usually end up adding more hair in. So trust me, she's not going to waste. But I got all the goodies and tea for you guys. I know in the past you guys have asked me how do you make your wigs? How do you put this all together? I honestly don't feel like I'm the best at making wigs, because I literally learned how to make wigs from YouTube. So to go on YouTube from what I learned to sit there and reteach what I learned off just seems pointless to me. But I did go ahead and break down some steps of how I did put all this together. First off, of course, when you first get your hair, I went and and I bleached my knots. This was a first for me, bleaching yummy knots with my last yummy video. I did not bleach that frontal. I was far too scared to do so because that was the most money I ever spent on a frontal. Before that, I was getting my frontals from Love Me. Shout out to Love Me. Their hair isn't that bad, honestly. I rocked like 3 or 4 of their frontals and mixed it with like other high-end hair, and it always worked well for me. But with that, like their frontals were always like $100 if not less, so I never felt fearful of just going and just jumping the gun, going ahead and bleaching it to get that like seamless blend, you know, girl, you know, get that laid, get that snatched fill where it just melted into your scalp. But when your girl drops $250 if not more just on the frontal hair alone, it makes you a little nervous to sit there and then throw some bleach on it, because that's like 3 times what I was paying prior for a frontal. So that first yummy wig, I was far too nervous to bleach it, and honestly I wish I wasn't so fearful, because it is a butt to try to blend with makeup to make that hairline look seamless. At this point, I think my technique is generally down when I bleach it. So here you see me taking an empty container to mix my bleach in. I also use a plastic spoon to mix, and I also use that to apply. And the bleach I'm using is the Prime Lights Violet. I got this from Sally's. It has a purple tint, so it's supposed to help like keep the knots from going orange, and I personally only like using 30 Developer alongside that. I don't need 40, that's just doing a lot in my mind. Also, I use tin foil, and I just like to just pretty much like prep my lace by going in and basically pushing back like all the baby hairs that can like be in the way. So I usually like wet a brush or something like that and pretty much smooth all those baby hairs back, so you don't have to worry about that getting in the way and getting bleach, because no one wants blonde baby hairs. Like, that's not cute. And once all those baby hairs are basically brushed back, I just simply lay the hair facing down on the tin foil, and the frontal came like rather like crinkled up, so that's just me trying to like flatten her out. So I take the Got2b glue. I like to just simply do like a misting of hairspray across the entire frontal. This basically helps seals the wefts, so you have no hair loss during the process, and it also kind of makes a cast between like the holes in the lace. This is just a great way to like keep it from getting on the rest of your hair when you're bleaching. And I usually just let this air dry, but I was impatient, so today I just did a quick like cool blow dry across it so it can hurry up and just dry up. Now, when it comes to mixing my bleach, I basically start off with just like a half a scoop, maybe a scoop. Let me stop lying to y'all. And I throw that in there with my spoon or into like whatever container I have to mix it in. Before putting the developer in there, I do like to go and make sure I smooth out all the lumps. You don't want a lumpy mixture, so I just break that all up. And then I'm gonna eyeball the 30 developer. I pretty much try to pour a cap size amount of bleach in and then mix from there. Oh Lord Jesus, I poured so much bleach. I didn't realize how much I did. That is way more than a cap size. I don't know what I was thinking. You don't want anything too runny, because if it's runny, it's gonna run off your lace and like you're not gonna have good control over it. It's gonna be everywhere. You definitely want something that has some thickness to it. People say toothpaste or pancake batter, somewhere in there in between. I always say toothpaste because your girl don't cook, so toothpaste is more relevant. So as you see, it's too runny, so I simply go back, sprinkle a little bit more bleach powder in there to get it to that like toothpaste consistency. Now, of course, you always want to make sure you got gloves on when doing this process, you know, protect your skins. Now that I finally got the consistency I'm looking for and needing, like you see, it's a little stiffer now. It got that toothpaste consistency and just run it off like crazy like before. Take that solution and I simply place it just on the hairline perimeter. Don't worry about bleaching the entire frontal anymore, because I've just dealt with balding in the past from doing that, and the reality is that I'm not here to part my hair every which way kind of thing. Well, I mean, of course, like I'm gonna go and part my frontal in different ways, but the whole frontal doesn't need to be bleached for that. I just simply find doing the perimeter to give that seamless look, and you know, to get that nice blended, melted to the scalp look. It works perfectly fine doing it this way, and then going in and for that further part that you get towards the back that's not bleached, simply covering it with concealer does a trick for me. And then that way I'm saving my knots. I'm not bleaching the whole entire thing. I don't have to worry about it over processing towards the back or me getting bald spots later. I can just simply worry about the timing for that front part of the lace front, which of course is thinner than the back, and that's it. Now, once that's all said and done, I like to personally go back and like flip my hair back over onto the tin foil so it helps with the processing. And here you just see me taking a wet washcloth and basically cleaning up any bleach that may have seeped through the lace. If you take the bleach off immediately with water, it stops the processing of the bleach. So then that way you don't have over bleached knots where you have all this yellow or orange reaching outside of where the knot is. You can really keep it contained just on the knots alone. So I pretty much just let this go, process for 20 minutes, and then go back and wash it out. So to make sure it processes quickly, I do put another piece of tinfoil over top to really just black it out and leave it for 20 minutes. Now, to go in and wash out the bleach, I like to use L'Oreal Paris Ever Pure Purple Shampoo. States it's supposed to help with brassiness and take the brassiness out. I have experience that I don't have too much brassiness using this, so that helps. And then I like to always go back and, of course, condition the hair since it was bleached, and that was with the silicone mix. Now, once I'm done washing and drying the frontal, I go back and seal my knots with shiny silver hairspray, which also helps take out brassiness, and it's a great way to then seal my knots once again. After I did that, of course, you have to seal your knots. Girls, I always tell you, no matter how good they say they do with their wefting and how it's not gonna shed on you, trust me, if you want longevity with your hair, especially with how much you're spinning with Yummy, girl, you still seal your knots. You want your hair to last 5 years or 10. I can get my hair to last 10 sealing my knots. You know, because after a while, no matter what, wefts will start to break down. Sealing them definitely keeps them longer. So I just go in with a fabric sealing glue and I lay out all my tracks, and I just go in and just diligently seal all my knots just so I have some added longevity with my hair so I don't have any shedding. Once that was all done and finished, I then started my wig. The canvas head I bought off of Amazon. The wig cap I bought off of Amazon. I'll leave a link to my Amazon store down below so you have access to all the materials I do use when making my wig. But all I do is I buy this wig cap that's made for like lace front wigs. It's made to like actually go and like knot the hair on as a lace front wig, but I just basically like using it because it gives me a good layout of where I want to put my frontal. And then like once I go sew my frontal down, I then of course start at the nape of the neck and start wrapping the tracks back and forth, meeting the frontal back on each side, and I just sew it straight on up. I don't do any spacing. I know like some people will sit there in their videos and tell you to do like 1 finger space or 2 finger spaces towards the back, and then make it 1 finger space once you get to the middle of the head as you get closer up to the front of the crown. I don't do that. I like my hair thick. I like my hair full. I'm not here making my own wigs for nothing. I want heavy density hair.
200, 300, 400 density.
I can't buy it, so why make it? Now obviously comes the realization that with the size of my head of this canvas head that I use, which I use, I'm pretty sure is like a 21, and with this wig cap I use, which is a size medium, with a lace front, the most bundles I can honestly get on there is no more than like 5.5, 6. So if anything, that saves me for in the future to make sure I don't have to sit there and, you know, buy 8 bundles again like I unnecessarily did this time. I could have just bought 7 and been good. Besides that, that's literally all I do. Once the wig is done, I go and like this is secured with a elastic band strap right here. Ow. And I literally have that strapped from ear to ear because the combs that come with this wig cap I take out. I don't like combing anything through my head because I like using that wig rip. Instead, that Velcro thing you put down that's like velvet, honestly, that holds my wig down. Between that, 2 bobby pins right here, and then the elastic band to secure it, I am perfectly good and my wig ain't going nowhere. Like, I can toss her, I can do tumbles for you and everything, and she's not going nowhere. So outside of just how I put my wig together, of this great yummy lusciousness of this Burma, let's talk about the hair in general. Now, it's been a hot second since I've had like curly hair. Like, legit, I have not experienced this greatness in years, and this hair is so soft and so just yummy. I mean name their company right. Like, all this hair is just delicious, but she's super soft. Surprisingly, with how much hair I have, like, it's no heavier than the rest of my wigs at all. So like, maybe my head's just used to it, but it's really light. And with like this length, let me show you the length. So yeah, she's like straight up butt crack hair. If you can see, she's real cute. I'm loving it. Yes. And that's with that being 28 inches. So if I straightened her, she would definitely be like at the bottom of my butt cheeks. But I didn't go through all this and pay all this money to be straightening her out. I got straight hair if I want to have straight hair. Like, I'm good. She's gonna stay her natural curl pattern for sure. So all I've done stylistic wise is this middle part. I haven't done anything else. Can't wait to sit here and like experiment with different hairstyles. But how I've been maintaining her so far is, of course, good old water mixed with conditioner. And the conditioner I like using for just my wigs period is this silicone mix. For some odd reason, it's super expensive on Amazon, so don't buy it on there. Definitely go to Target, because the upcharge on Amazon to buy this has like an added $2-3 per like item, when you can like literally buy this for like $4 at Target. And that's what I did. My little spray bottle I did buy from Amazon though, and it's one of those misters, like continuous mist. So I like this because I don't like soaking my hair to get the curls popping. It just makes life super easy, gives my hair the moisture it needs, and like just dampens the hair without making it dripping wet. And I absolutely love that. And that's all I did today when putting this wig on, is go through and like detangle it with my dimming brush. I basically went section off in 4 different sections, misted it down with the water conditioner, and brushed it through from end to root. And then I sealed that off with an oil. This particular one is the Fruit Guarantee Sleek and Shine Anti-Frizz. I absolutely love it. I feel like my hair with Yummy prior loves it. It absorbs into the hair really easy with the straight hair and the wavy hair I have with them already. So I was like, I'm gonna continue with it with the curly hair, because if anything, is gonna keep on working, and it is. I love it. I haven't had any shedding really. This is literally from the moment I installed this hair and when I first styled it before putting it, like installing it yesterday and then recombing it again. This is all the hair I've gotten from it. Like, this is my first time cleaning this brush, and as you see, like, the hair I've gotten from it is barely anything. Like, that little bit, that's it. I'm not gonna worry about that. The ends when I first got this hair was rather dry. After using the conditioner water and the serum, it's definitely got some more hydration in it. Definitely feels a lot better, because I was concerned at first. And so I'm just gonna basically keep making sure I put a lot of focus on the ends of the hair, make sure they don't dry out, because of course this hair is super long and that's the first thing to go, is those ends. Now, one thing I almost forgot, after making the wig and like first styling it on the wig stand before putting it on, I did go through and apply a bit of this Miss Jessie's Pillow Soft Curls. Now, I used to use them back in the day when I did have curly hair, Glamour House of Hair, and honestly, it does work well. It's a great way to help maintain frizz, because when this particular product does dry down, it gives you, once you start playing in it, it gives you that soft curl feel, but it does kind of dry down, like as if you almost put like a mousse in it. It kind of gives you a bit of that hard crunchy feel, nothing like too awful, but I did that to basically like help reshape and like put some hold so the hair is not like crazy frizzy or anything like that. And I did that as I detangled the hair on the first time, and that's like basically all I did now. Like I would honestly use Miss Jessie as maybe a first time conditioner after co-washing it. I wouldn't use it like every day, like styling or refreshing curls. I would honestly just probably keep with my water and conditioner and my serum, because I don't think this hair would probably need anything else, because after a while Jessie does build up and your girl don't want that, because I still want my body and my luscious curls to pop with that yumminess. Yes. But I don't know if I'll go in and cut and shape her. I want to see how it works, how it lays throughout the day. I'm going to give that a second before I go in there and debate about doing that. I know you guys have been dying to see this hair put together as a full wig, and I have to say I love it. I got beautiful mermaid hair. I love it. It's just, it's a lot. I admit, it's a lot, but what could I say? I love it. That's basically it for my first install. I'm excited to see how this goes. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them down below. And of course, just, you know, chat with me some. I love talking to you guys. Of course, if you indulged in this video and you made it to the end and you liked me, don't be rude. Go ahead, give me a thumbs up. Go ahead, show some love. And then, of course, if you have yet to join my YouTube channel family, don't hesitate a moment longer. Hit that subscribe button and hit that notification button so you don't miss out on any other future videos, because your girl's got a lot to review in the future, especially concerning this hair. I want to keep y'all updated for sure. But other than that, you guys have a blessed day. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.